What's the word, y'all? About a week or so ago, I was listening to one of my favorite NBA podcasts, No Dunks, and they were putting together their all-fun team for this season. It's exactly what it sounds like, the players that they have the most fun watching on a night-in, night-out basis. And I was like, that's right up our alley. This whole community is just a bunch of people that enjoy the game of basketball, so let me put together my own all-fun team for this year. Shout out to No Dunks, highly recommended. Some of y'all know them but don't realize that they rebranded and have their own YouTube channels. The same dudes that used to be on the Starters back in the day. It's not that long ago. But they have their own YouTube channel, so shout out to them. If this is up your alley too, you should really subscribe to the Enjoy Basketball newsletter. It is a newsletter that I own. It comes out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right to your inbox. It's completely free, and it's for people that want to keep up with the game of basketball, but the good parts of it, like a week like this week, it's a lot of conversations that's not basketball oriented, but if you want the basketball portion and from some people that enjoy it and love the game, hit the link in the description, man. Completely free. The only rule that they had, and the rule that we're abiding by today, is that you can only get one All-Star. That makes it extremely tough. Because we all enjoy Steph Curry. We all enjoy Nikola Jokic. We all enjoy Giannis Antetokounmpo, Larry Market, and this. He's like, there are so many All-Star caliber players. You could argue that every single one of the All-Stars are enjoyable and should be on this list. But today we only get one. So it's a way to shine light on some other fun players that, aren't All-Star caliber. But I didn't go extremely like, oh, let's talk about all the snubs. These are the people that didn't make it because they're still fun as well. It's a little mixture of a couple different things. Just sit back, relax, and use the comment section and let me know your all-fun team as well. I tackled it as if it was an All-Star ballot. I have a starting squad. It ain't no real order. I have a bench squad and then 2 wildcard spots. So let's get into my All-Star. I spent the most time trying to figure out, based on this season alone, what All-Star have I enjoyed the most? Of course, you got Steph Curry when he's been healthy. You got Giannis. You got Bron. Like, Bron is having such a stellar season. But you know who I landed on? It's between 2 dudes. 2 first-time All-Stars. The first one was Anthony Edwards, and the second one was De'Aaron Fox, and I ultimately went with De'Aaron Fox as my All-Star. Of my all-fun team All-Star, this is a dude that I've been a fan of since his rookie season. He's one of my favorite dudes in the league for a long time. And last year, let's be real, there's a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and a lot of people were turned off by De'Aaron Fox. This season, as of right now, the Kings are the 2 seed. They're the 2 seed because the Grizzlies just lost to the Lakers. So they're the 2 seed. He's the front runner for clutch player of the year. And it just seems like in the fourth quarter, he turns it on. He's doing everything right. And he is the guy that I enjoy watching the most in basketball right now. So he gets the nod. This is a team, the Sacramento Kings, where if they're playing, it don't matter if it's the dead of night. I'm tuned in, bro, and a lot of that is De'Aaron Fox, so he is my All-Star, even though he's not the best All-Star on the list. Hell, I think he went scoreless in the All-Star game. He might be the only person in All-Star history to literally not get a basket. You know what I'm saying? But in the actual regular season, he's been my most fun player. Boy, was it tough to make that decision. Then my next guard position is a guy that probably should have been an All-Star. We made a video about the New York Knicks 2 days ago, and then the Kenny curse, it continues to be a thing, and I'm trying to get rid of it by talking about things that are amazing and things that can't go wrong. So I talked about the Knicks 2 days ago, and I look at their schedule before I upload that video. I'm like, you know what? They play against Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to drop this video. Ain't no way they lose to the Hornets on their home court. They literally did. No Jalen Brunson again, so that's probably the reason why. And they shot like 30% from the field in the second half. But the Kenny curse, ladies and gentlemen. But Jalen Brunson is undoubtedly the other guard when it comes to non-All-Stars. Me, when it comes to funness. There's some other people in conversations that we could talk about, but Jalen Brunson was a tier below All-Star, at least at that point. But since then, he's been turning it up. Again, we made a whole Knicks video, and we spent a lot of time on Jalen Brunson, so I recommend going to watch that if you want to hear me talk more about JB. It's a lot of JBs. I can't say JB for everybody who has that initial. Jaylen Brown gets the JB call from me. We just gonna call him Jalen Brunson. All right, the full name is not that bad. My first forward position is a dude that has been a multiple-time All-Star, but he hasn't really been in conversations this season. Oh, was he an All-Star? I'm pretty sure he was an All-Star last year. What the heck? He had won a couple seasons without being an All-Star, and then he got back into it, and this season he wasn't even in the conversations. Yeah, Draymond Green did make the All-Star game last season. He had went 1, 2, 3 seasons without being in it, and then last year, of course, he had a really solid year. He was a DPOY candidate before his injuries and stuff, and he made it last year. This year, he wasn't even in the conversations. The reason why Draymond Green is on my list as far as fun to watch is because a good game from Draymond Green where he is playmaking out of his mind, it's so hard to find a connection like Draymond Green and Steph Curry or Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. he, even like tonight, even though they lost to the OKC Thunder, when you go watch his moments, as I did after this game, he's just like to making eye contact with Steph Curry. Steph Curry cut, boom, Steph Curry got a nice shot. Yeah, he set a ton of illegal screens. He don't get called for him. That's part of the reasons why I love watching him. You know what I'm saying? And the defensive IQ, as a dude that loves the game of basketball and loves defense in basketball, there's not a lot of players with the IQ on the defensive side of the ball on the same level of Draymond Green currently. And when he is playmaking like he is right now, it's hard for me to say, man, that's not one of the most fun players for me to watch. Next player is a dude that always I've had a lot of love for. It's Mikal Bridges. He's one of the homies. And since he's been traded to the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, he's putting up some insane numbers. So the numbers are so insane that a lot of people are predicting that next year he's going to make that All-Star appearance. And again, I don't want to go that far. I don't know how this offseason looks. I don't know exactly. But since he's been in Brooklyn, his numbers are amazing. And he's doing things that he showed glimpses of in Phoenix, but obviously with Book there, with CP there, and DeAndre Ayton getting his touches too, he was kind of relegated to be, I don't want to say 3-and-D because even he don't like being pigeonholed as that, but that's kind of what his role was. He put the ball on the floor occasionally, take a mid-range jump shot here. But now in Brooklyn, it's like, it's your car. Do what you got to do. And he's showcasing the bag, and it is extremely fun to watch right now, especially we got the celebration alone makes him on this list. I saw Cameron Payne do the celebration a couple days ago, and I know they played together. They might have developed it together. I don't even know. But it feels like a strictly Mikal Bridges thing. And my last forward, and I'm actually giving it to a center, is Alperen Sengun. I think a lot of NBA nerds like me really enjoy the game of Alperen Sengun because the footwork is elite, and he's only in what year? Is this year 2? Is this year 3? Regardless, he's still extremely young. And though Stephen Silas don't want to play him down the stretch in games that they're losing anyway, when he is on the court, it is fun to watch. He might have a game where he score 12 points. One of those baskets is going to be some crazy footwork making somebody look crazy. Actually, let me show you the clip that happened today. Ask me the last time I watched a Rockets game live. I'm going to tell you, goddamn 2022. You know what I'm saying? We in March of 2023. I ain't watched a live Rockets game in a long time, but I promise you I'm watching every time Sengun touch the ball. My fault. I got a message a little while ago saying, Kenny, please stop swearing in your videos because I can't watch them if you do. I might have just lost a viewer. Here's a possession. Come on, man. Whoop! Nerlens, where you going, my boy? Come on, man. What is the football analyst that used to do that back in the day? It's been a very long time since I watched SportsCenter or cared about SportsCenter. But when I was growing up, it was the guy that commentated the football games. He used to say, whoop, all the time. I hope he's doing well. I have no idea. Actually, I can't say stuff like that because, you say something like that and then somebody tweets you, oh, man, Kenny, that guy ended up being a terrible person. When I was growing up, he was the real deal. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. So those are my top 5. Next guard on my list is Josh Giddey. I mean, this man, Josh Giddey, is playing at the pace of a Kyle Anderson-ish type. Like nobody is speeding Josh Giddey up. He gonna do what he got to do. And in today's game specifically, the man has 17 assists just picking apart the Golden State Warriors, bro. It is insane. And then his scoring has gone up. Like, I was there in Summer League, and I have a tweet from the Summer League while I was there. And I made a tweet saying that players that look too good to be playing Summer League. It was Quentin Grimes, who we see, he's getting real minutes with the Knicks and an impactful player. It was Josh Giddey, who we're seeing right now, had no reason to be in Summer League. And then the last guy was Moses Moody, who's good in Summer League, but damn, I mean, in the NBA, so far, he's very, 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 very hit or miss. But Josh Giddey, I mean, there's a lot of players on OKC that I really love to watch between him, J-Dub, and, of course, Shea. But, man, the way Giddey can control the game at this young age is so impressive to me. And he also has the size to get downhill a little bit. He's getting past his defenders with zero acceleration. It does not make sense. And that's why it's fun to watch. The next dude is a dude that I've considered fun to watch for years at this point. Because I still don't know how he gets up as many three-point shots as he does and hits as many three-point shots as he does. I mean, this ain't on the level of Steph Curry, but Buddy Hield is one of the greatest three-point shooters we've ever seen in the game of basketball. And if you get a hot Buddy Hield night, and when he knows he's hot, he's taking some ridiculous shots, and he'll make them. And boy, oh boy, like a good Buddy Hield game is so fun because it's going to be strictly three-point shots. And some of the shots are going to be ugly, and they're still going to go in. My next forward is a dude that I've loved watching since his rookie season. He was drafted to my Chicago Bulls 21st overall. I'm not Googling. I think it was like 21st overall out of Arkansas. My guy, Bobby Portis. And it still hurts my heart a little bit that he's just like a couple miles north of us, and he gives us the work still every time he plays against us. I'm happy that he is a champion. I'm happy he got that extension and everything. But Bobby Portis, even though this season he's not hitting the three-point shot at the clip that he was the last year, I mean, he's still playing with a crazy amount of passion, and he will have games where, like, even though you see him as this stretch four, he will tell you, nah, I don't really feel like shooting threes today. I'm going to just take pull-up mid-range jump shots. I'm going to hit a turnaround hook every once in a while, and now I'm going to play some of the best defense of my entire career. All right, I'm Googling it to see if I was right at the number pick he was drafted. 22nd overall. What did I say, 21st? Tough. Yeah, Bobby Portis was in the conversation for sixth man of the year. Then he missed a bunch of time. But still, Bobby Portis on that team, if you eliminate the All-Stars, he has been the most fun player to watch for me on that team. The next guy on my list is somebody that kind of under the radar a little bit when it comes to a fun factor, at least for me, until I saw a TikTok. And I wish I would have recorded the TikTok or saved the TikTok so I give the creator his love. But he has made a few videos raving about Michael Porter Jr. and how fun he is to watch. And I've always known that Michael Porter Jr. is fun, but then this guy put it into perspective of how crazy it is for Nikola Jokic to be this analytic god, and not necessarily Nikola Jokic himself, but like across the board, advanced analytics say Nikola Jokic is the greatest player of all time, basically. And then you have Michael Porter Jr. who will take a contested mid-range jump shot and to go in, or he'll at 6'10" just jump out the gym on jump shots and knock down it at a 40% clip. I flipped the coin between him and Aaron Gordon, because Aaron Gordon, as far as the cutter goes and as far as, making the right plays, has been stellar this season. But strictly fun to see a guy that is 6'10" and be able to just catch the ball wherever he is and just rise up and shoot it is crazy at that size. So I wish I knew who the creator was. Hopefully somebody in the comment section knows exactly who I'm talking about, and I can pin it so I can give him his love. But I don't know what his name is. But Michael Porter Jr. is on this list. The last forward on my list is Naz Reid. Naz Reid will come into a game and say, I don't care what's going on, I'm getting my shot attempts. He don't care the situation. He don't care if he's in foul trouble. The boy plays ball. And it's night and day between him and Rudy Gobert. He's got good hands. He can shoot. He stretches the floor. He plays super hard. Like, I love a player like Naz Reid as far as the fun factor, because he just doesn't care. He's going to try to score the ball no matter the situation. And I'm a center, and I'm going to get up my three-point shot. I just love that type of player. My first wild card spot is Jose Alvarado. And I think Jose Alvarado should have his own goddamn reality TV show about basketball. Actually, not even about basketball. Just in general. Give him his own show. Every time this man is mic'd up, he's giving you moment after moment after moment. Him hiding on the other bench. We ain't seen that in a little minute and be successful. But just like the Grand Theft Alvarado thing is real. He's mic'd up on All-Star Weekend, and he's hitting big-time shots. Who was it? D'Angelo Russell. This is the last year, but still, it rings in my head anytime I see Jose Alvarado. D'Angelo Russell pointing at Jose Alvarado saying, "Can he shoot?" And he says, "Yes, I can shoot." Then burns a three. Gotta love it, bro. Mic that man up at all costs. And then also, he's just a really good basketball player too. And then lastly, last wild card spot is Cam Thomas. I can't say that he's hella consistent. He hit the 40-point games in a row. His minutes aren't even consistent in Brooklyn. But when he's got it going, he's of the molds of the Jamal Crawford, who I loved growing up. He's of the molds of the Lou Will, where, again, like Naz Reid, but in the guard form, he going to get his shots up, and he don't care. And ain't nothing funny, because, again, I'm trying not to swear for that one commenter. Ain't nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? So that's my all-fun team, given one all-star and a bunch of role players. You let me know how I did, or who would you substitute on your all-fun team.